Welcome to Doing Business in Ghana on the TG Africa YouTube channel. And in this video, what I want to discuss is the biggest opportunity available to the diaspora here in Ghana. Now, the great thing about a country like Ghana is there's pretty much opportunities everywhere you look. But I do believe there is one particular opportunity which encompasses all the plethora of opportunities here in Ghana, which I think is very important for people to understand. Now, the conventional thinking for a lot of us in the diaspora has been rooted in the idea that going abroad to places like the UK or America is where we would find better economic opportunities. And in a lot of cases, that has been true if you are looking at things from the perspective of a job seeker. Because in a place like Ghana, there are definitely not a lot of jobs to go around. Whereas if you compare Ghana to a place like the UK or America, because their economies are a lot more developed, it allows them to have a much more dynamic economy, which always creates a rich environment for job opportunities. So it's significantly easier to find a relatively well-paid job in a place like the UK or America compared to here in Ghana. And when we consider quality of life, I mean, a country like Ghana is plagued with so many problems that it makes it quite challenging living here. But if you compare Ghana to a much more developed economy, because they have better infrastructures and because their systems are a lot more robust, it makes access to some of the basic necessities of life a lot easier, which overall makes quality of life a lot better. But what people should consider is the biggest problems that confront a place like Ghana is also some of its biggest opportunities simultaneously. I really like the Chinese word for crisis because it also means opportunity. And I think this is how we in the diaspora need to start looking at a place like Ghana, because all of its biggest problems are also some of its best business opportunities. Obviously, if you are someone who is still oriented towards being a job seeker, then you wouldn't be attracted to a place like Ghana. But if you're willing to shift your mentality from a job seeker and transition into more of an entrepreneurial mindset, then Ghana is the place for you, because the very nature of an entrepreneur is to find solutions to problems and to utilize the mechanism of business to actually deliver that solution. So Ghana for an entrepreneur is basically a paradise, because there are just so many problems here that need solutions too. And that is why we should really shift our mentality from trying to run away from the problems here in Ghana and to actually embrace them. And it also provides a really big incentive for people who are seeking to, build wealth, because in a very solving of some of these problems is the pathway towards actually creating value, and through that value the opportunity to be rewarded financially is also significant. And the best approach is to look at Ghana and to try and understand some of the problems that are plaguing the country. And then once you are able to understand some of the big problems, you should also sort of reflect on your own work experience, some of the skill sets you may have acquired, or some of the expertise you have, and to try and see whether you're able to utilize those knowledge and expertise in a way that can solve some of those problems. And what I'll recommend is you should try and focus on a particular sector, and within that sector to really try and understand some of the challenges that is confronting it. Because the trick here to doing business in Ghana and taking advantage of some of its biggest opportunities is to focus on picking a problem you believe you have the capacity to solve, and at the same time you're actually passionate about trying to solve that particular problem. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you would like more information about doing business here in Ghana, feel free to book a consultation with us, and make sure to grab yourself a copy of The Great Return, and I'll see you in the next video.